Okay guys, here you go, the video you have all been waiting for. A lot of you have been asking to see my PLL, Pretty Little Liars audition tape. And I've stalled for as long as I could, but I'm not gonna stall any longer. So, roll the tape.
I've wanted to make this video for a really long time. And so since the PLL just showed their jerseys yesterday, and they had their first college draft last week, so I think now would be a good time to speak out. The PLL is fake.
Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm just kidding. The PLL has been making huge ripples in the lacrosse community. Now, Paul Rabel has always been the tip of the spear when it comes to lacrosse. I mean, he's a huge player, influencer, entrepreneur in the community, and the PLL is his next big thing. And the dude is brilliant. But as soon as he announced the PLL and I got to know a little bit of the details, I had a suspicious hunch. Now, at one point, we had 3 different lacrosse pro leagues. We had the MLL, the NLL, which I'm gonna sidebar because it's indoor, and the LXM Pro Tour. Now, the LXM Pro Tour had a lot of talent. Harrison, Bitter, a lot of others. And the games were fun to watch. But in my opinion, it was just cringy. Everything from the uniforms to the team names and the commentary.
And there's Russell coming out of the cage, taking a big hit. And Crumb. Did you even lift, bro? Did you even lift, bro?
So the LXM Pro Tour went all over the country, except for the Midwest, and I get it. The early 2000 teens was not a good time for lacrosse. Lacrosse in the Midwest was not as big, and it was growing faster in the Texas, Florida area, as well as the West Coast. But their goal was to go around the country and to do clinics and have this awesome hype and then play a game at the end. So you were able to go to these camps and learn from Kyle Harrison, Johnny Christmas, Billy Bitter, all these guys. You were able to go to camp with them, and then you would be able to watch them play. And as a young kid, that'd be so much fun. But then in 2014, they made a deal with the MLL, and all of a sudden they kind of vanished. And to be completely transparent, I was not a big fan of the LXM Pro Tour. Like I said, I thought it was just really cringy. Now, I'm not saying that the LXM Pro Tour is the PLL, or that the PLL is just a rebranding of the LXM Pro Tour. But there are some similarities. But at least Paul Rabel is doing it different now, and I think he's doing it right. First of all, he made it about the players and gave them a stake in it. Meaning that the players now have ownership of the team that they're on, their playing style. It's gonna make the games way more fun, way better. I mean, we got way better players, and it's gonna be way more authentic. Obviously, Paul Rabel has some huge backing and some huge financial partners, so getting financial backing from not only Wall Street, but from other backers, and treating this as a business was huge. And I think Paul Rabel did a really good job of doing that and making them more official. So another thing that's made them more official is their partnership with NBC Sports. I think that's huge, just to make them look more official, to get the games out to the public in one of the more mainstream sports networks. But on the flip side, the lacrosse community is here on YouTube. I mean, it was grown with TLN. It was grown with Paul Rabel's vlogs, the Kyle Harrison vlogs. I mean, I can't tell you that I learned so much lacrosse off of YouTube. And so I feel like the lacrosse community is really a part of YouTube. And so I think Paul's doing a really good job. He pulled RJ from TLN, and I think they're doing a good job with their promos on YouTube. I think a lot of their hype comes from social media and YouTube, which are doing a great job doing. I mean, we were able to see the draft, the college draft on YouTube, which I think was awesome. So their use of traditional media and new media is definitely giving them a huge edge over other competitors. And then lastly, using the travel model, he's giving an amazing in-person experience. So now, backed with all the big names in the game, going to these games is gonna be huge. Now, there's something to be said about hometown teams. Wanting them to go to the playoffs, seeing them trade with other teams. That's the version of professional sports that we're used to in the NFL, the NBA, or the NHL. I just don't think the MLL kind of had that, but the LXM Pro Tour didn't have that at all. The PLL does though. So how do you make a travel pro league interesting? Well, that's something I might cover in the next video. And who knows, it might come out a little sooner than you think. So make sure you guys hit that like button, and to make sure you guys get that video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And then also hit the bell notification so you can watch it as soon as it comes out. My goal is to grow lacrosse in Indiana, and I can't do without you. Until next time.